Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another episode of the 360 NoScope podcast. I'm your host, once again, the local analyst for my fantasy team for you. Today's episode, we're going to do a waiver show. And by that, I mean I'm going to show you how I look through the waivers and find my little gems that I find because I have been marketed as the best streamer in my league. We're going to look at the trade table too and see how my boys went today. As always, so no more funny business. Let's get straight into it, Cole.
Thanks, Josh. You're listening to the 360 No Scope podcast. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Thought I'd let that one play out for a bit more. Bit zany for the waiver show. And as you noticed, I was covering my drink because I'm not sponsored with the company of which I drink from, so I'm not going to give them any free advertising. So if you would like to have you drink my drink, no, like you would like me to drink your drink on my pod, hit me up in the DMs. I've started posting a couple trailers on my TikTok. We're going to do a big splurge at the moment. It's at Jash_UR. I got 113 views on my post the other day. I only got 2 likes. One of them was Chaya. But go follow the TikTok so then you can stay up to date when these episodes come out. Also, ring the bell. I've never done that. And because we're staying at a pretty consistent 10 views per episode, and I know exactly who those 10 people are, we need to expand because we have gone back down the mountain from the high peak. Alrighty. As for today's boys, let's go back. I'm now 1-7. Was 1-8 this morning, so I don't know what's happened, but now I'm 1-7. I'm sure I'll be told that I'm actually 1-8 on the phone app, but as the content right here, I'm 1-7. Mark Gauntlet continues. Anyway, Westbrook. AD went down. So Westbrook just played him, played his game. They beat the Jazz. We had 17 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 turnovers. Pretty average from Westbrook. As a good average. Everyone keeps trying to pick him off me. I actually had a trade request for Westbrook for Kyrie, and that's just not going to happen. Even if Kyrie got jabbed, Kyrie's good, but at the moment he's not getting jabbed, so I'm not going to buy him. Edwards, unfortunately, had only 6 points. His ankle is really hanging him down, and by proxy, hanging me down. Get back well soon, Anthony Edwards. Goose, as my colleague calls him. And the Wolves lost to Toronto today, which kind of sucks overall. D'Lo apparently had an alright game, but I can't get him anyway. And yeah, I wait for the field goals. So he scored all of his points on free throws, which is pretty grim, considering Edwards like to chuck it. Jalen Green had a bit of a juicy dunk today. I can't remember who dropped him the alley, but he kind of just screamed in there and got a dunk, which is good to see from the young rookies running around. Although we lost to Phoenix, 17 points, 2 boards and an assist, 1 block and a turnover. Where we're pretty happy with that overall from Jalen Green. He will be joining his new compadre, Scotty, soon. As you can see at the top there is a trade on its way. I think that way. I'm getting better at my orientations. Speaking of orientations, Bane dropped 30. We do love seeing him hit 30 and above. We do get a notification with that here at HQ, so that was good to get a notification saying he was dropping 30 points today. Bit of a bittersweet stat because he is getting shipped off to Lowry and the Losers, who has not changed his name yet as per request. So we salute Bane with 5 boards, 1 little assist and a steal and 2 turnovers for a 100% free throw and a 9 out of 19 field goal, which is whatever. So Bane, farewell. We lose another DC villain for our team. Speaking of DC villains, Jokic, 35 points, 17 rebounds, 8 assists, unfortunately missing out on yet another sort of trip dub. 1 block and only 5 turnovers, so that's all right. Field goal is 54%, which you think is a bit better because, again, all he's got to do is just kind of go over everybody. But they're against Golden State, and they won there, but we will get back to that game in a second. Hamidou Diallo, 6 points. Skip over him a bit. We will get to him also later. Rob Williams didn't play. He's going off. He's going to Larry and the losers. So another salute, but we're happy to see him go, unfortunately. Brandon Clark, other part of our duo. 12 points, 10 rebounds. Please don't shoot me. I'm pretty sure it's a double-double. I don't know how to use the terms apart from trip dubs because Jokic just gets so many of them. I'm just used to that term. 2 steals and 2 blocks with no free throws, so he doesn't need them anyway because he's 12 and 10. I'm up. I'm pretty high on Clark. I will chop him. I'm saying messages because I got a message. Must be the analyst calling me or the intern asking for his job back. He's not getting it. We're to flying solo now. And speaking of solo, King Monte Morris hit the game winner. Absolute king shit. He was playing, step who? There was one king on that court from the 3-point line, and it was Monte fucking Morris. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. I don't care about his stat line. You got a king, absolute king game winner from the no-look dime from Jokic. So I kind of missed that live, but I saw the replay on the NBA app, as you all would have. Could not be happy with my boy. I might need to get a Morris jersey. And then, Udoka's a hookah didn't play. Grayson Allen, GTD, it's whatever, blah, blah, yabba, yabba. Draymond Green, still injured. I have to keep waiting until he's not injured anymore because he's crippling my season. Between Anthony Edwards sort of not playing on his ankle and we're in a bit of strife. But we might make some moves. We're getting a bit crazy now that we're coming to the end because we need a shotgun approach. We're running out of time and we have to play Jaya next week or the week after for our spot in the finals. So that's going to be stressful. But 136 points today, 52 boards, and 26 assists with only 15 turnovers, so that's all right. Now, trade table. Waivers. Let's have a look at a trade request from One Spicy Pete Ball. We were having this discussion today. He's offered me Bronson and Towns for Jokic and Morris. So he wants the Joker and the Thief tonight. That's kind of a song. But he wants Jokic and Monty for Bronson and Towns. I don't care about Bronson. He's a pal. Stop it. No, Nebby's messing with my shit. Apologies. He's actually the intern. The intern's a cat. That's why I fired him. He's a cat. Hey! Trying to film the pod. So when I'm going to say this, you say, you know what my price is. Pay up. So we're going to reject that trade live and free on the pod, so he will be knowing that I'm actually doing that there. I wish we could get rid of this because I'm sick of seeing the stat correction. We accept it, sure, cool, whatever. And our trade, we are getting Bingram, I think it's tomorrow, alongside White, who I would love to sort of keep the trend going and send him off, and losing Larry, Rob Williams, and bang. Now, what you've all been waiting for is the secrets to the kingdom, the keys to the map. Play the waivers. Now, the interesting thing is I don't know how to play the waivers on the desktop version because I live off my phone. So we're going to have a look here. All right. So as you can see, this is the waiver line. I don't have a transition for this. Wait. Yeah. That's the transition. Sorry, I'm a bit loopy. I see him rhymed again. And pulled up donuts at the basketball game tonight, but we did win. So that's all right. Am I still in frame? Yes, I am. Good. What's the time we've got? Oh, we are going to have a long episode today. But that's all right because we're going to be very informative. So what we do is we ignore all of this. We can't actually see the transactions. Players. Players. I really should have done this on my phone. Or at least check to see how to do it. Yeah. What's in here? No, we don't worry about that. What we want to do is find what we want. So at the moment, I'm actually not going to be able to do this. Players. Is it NBA? What's in NBA roster changes? Nah, we don't want that. Wait, added. League team changes. You know what? I'm gonna have to look on my phone quickly and do it that way. So we're gonna do this on the fly. Professionalism is out the window, but that's all right because we're not sponsored. All right. So what I'm gonna do is if you're on the app, you have to go to plays and scroll down to look at transaction trends. So we're gonna have to see if we can match this up. Nah, we can't find league leaders. I don't know what player props is. But all right, so we're going to scroll down here and we're going to actually go back to regular players and we're going to see now who's not performing on our team, you ask? Well, that's pretty straightforward. Now we got to get rid of what we're going to have to do is probably drop Grayson Allen because he hasn't played a game for us for how long, and like he's just not playing. You know, if he is playing, he's not doing anything. So we're sick of him. We're going to drop Grayson Allen, but we need to pick someone up for him. So we're going to go back to the player list. We're going to have a look around. All available players, blah, 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 blah. And now I did get a suggestion. We should probably up our field goal. So let's look at the field goal percentage. That's not going to help us actually because everyone's field goals made. And let's do last 14 days total filter. And positions, if there was a way to make it there. So Herder's on the roster. He's actually on my watch list. So you're going to see some secret extra stuff. Herder's sort of shooting at 43%. We're not picking up fucking beats. I know he's on the thing, but that's all right. So let's just have a look here. I should have branded this a little bit. Let's have a look. And we don't mind a bit of Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown's doing all right at the moment, but yeah, all right, we're gonna get Bruce Brown because if he's gonna keep starting, he's gonna put out some numbers. Bruce Brown, let's just add him, and we're gonna drop Grayson Allen. So we look here. This is awful. I can't tell what's going on. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We've had some good times with Bruce Brown. And there you go. That's just popped up at everyone's leagues at home, so they know I'm recording. And I've taken one of my ads. Now you have to make sure you set active players after every time you do a transaction. Otherwise, you're going to get lost in the fray of things. Now let's go back to the players. Players, and now we're going to have a look at. Let's have a look at my watch list. Actually, I'm going to get some secrets. Pat Con, he's dead. Porter Judah, Vanderbilt's we're not going to get Vanderbilt anyway. Clark, I got Clark, which was good. Paddy Mills, what's he up to these days? Nothing. Clever, I was looking at Clever, and he is high on the transaction because he dropped 19 points yesterday. He's playing tomorrow, and then we've got ages to go. So we have a look here at the advice. We kind of just have to ignore all of it, and then you kind of close at the end. Benny Smash needs in front court help, can do a lot worse than Clever on the waiver wire. So we're going to pick him up too. He's also at the top of the transaction list. So we're going to just pick him up. And let's have a look between Diallo and... let me go back to my team. Yep. Yesterday... Wait, we can probably... Yeah, so let's have a look at... You didn't play. And Diallo is playing. So let's have a look at Azabruki here. He's doing all right. He didn't play today. And then Diallo is also doing quite well. So I'm actually not sure I want to drop either of these guys because we did drop Grayson Allen though. But now look at our field goals. We're getting tagged here. Free throws are fine. Field goals are atrocious. Whereas Azabruki, field goals, pretty good. So I reckon Diallo is the way to drop. So we go back to this one. We put Diallo in the mix. And last 7 days, we're going to have a look here. The field goals, Clever, less. So it's not what we're looking for. We get more threes. Points aren't too bad. And then the last 30 days on a whatever's going on here, we're getting more threes, less points overall. Boards are going down. So I think we're actually going to keep Diallo here. So we're not going to pick this guy out. We're not going to worry about Maxi Clever. But we're going to go back onto the phone and have a look through here and have a scroll. Terrence Ross is a bit of forbidden fruit. Duncan Robinson's on the waivers. That's a little hot tip. I'm not picking him up. You can. Danny Green, no. Batum, maybe. Everyone's had a good time with Batum. Against the lowly Rockets, now that he's hot again. So we're going to pick Batum up just because, that's all we need sometimes. It's all that confidence, you got to be able to be. Is he there? That's Banton. We don't want Banton. But we want Batum because he's hot. So we're going to pick him up. He's actually playing Houston. Does that mean he's already played his game again? No, he hasn't. That's Thursday's game. What day is it tomorrow? What's his roster like? Houston. Yeah, lowly Rockets. And then he's got LA Earthquakes. So we're going to pick him up for the one. I think we might drop him for a Zabuki. Last 7 days, why not? 3s, points, 20s. Yeah, he's pretty hot. Last 30 days. Yeah, we're going to pick up Batum. See you later, Doka. You've been good for what you've lasted. And they're going to be our 2 moves for today. Maybe 3 moves, I don't know. Picked up Bruce Brown, picked up Batum. It's going to be a lot easier once we trade and actually worked out how to do this. So we might do another waiver episode, but we got 16 minutes, and a lot of this is garbage. So don't hold your hearts up too much. But hopefully this will fix this. I don't think it's going to, because we're just losing everything. We're winning turnovers. We might be able to chase, making sure we've got the stats correct this time. Field goal's not that bad. We kind of went downwards. Free throws are kind of hard to chase. He's shooting at 88% free throws. He shot 98 free throws so far, and he's gone at 88% of it. Ridiculous. Threes, I'm only 8 behind, so I probably should have got Terrence Ross, but he's not playing tomorrow, so I'll pick him up a bit later. I'm getting trounced in points. Boards, I've actually caught up in boards, so I'm surprised about that. I am losing a lot of my rebounders, but I'm going to get more with too. So that's fine. And steals were a little bit behind, and blocks were kind of chasing too. So losing time was probably the worst thing I could do at the moment. But we will have to keep looking, and let's just see if we can find someone with rebounds quickly. Plumlee. All right, we're going to pick him up too. Why not? He's been a rebound machine. Is he okay? Why is he sitting here? And we're going to drop Diallo because I don't know what I'm doing anymore. A shotgun approach. There we go. They're going to love the fact that there's been 3 moves out of my 5 for the fortnight, but we have picked Plumlee up for some rebounds. I probably should have done this from how I've just done that for the whole roster, but we did stumble through it. So we have a very big episode today. We're going to get close to 20 minutes. I did have a comment last week being like, wow, these episodes get longer and longer. This is what happens. I'm going to wrap it up there. That means tomorrow we have a couple extra games than we didn't before, mainly in Plumlee and Batum and Bruce Brown. So we're going to actually have a big day tomorrow. Jalen Green's got the back-to-back. Hero is out, but I think he might come back, and Larry will give us our last half. Because I think the next day we actually get that trade confirmed. No, I don't know when it's going to kick in. When does it kick in, actually? Friday, Feb 18th. So that's probably Saturday. So it's well, whatever. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. Make sure to follow. Please follow me across the board. Get some views up. Hope you've enjoyed this long episode, and I'm sure you're going to realize how much of a car crash this was and what actually happens when you do one take and you don't prepare your episode at all, and it's 10:15. Yeah. All right. Catch us later. See ya.